And the thing is that this video seems very sad when you watch it, but it actually was like the most fun video to make. And something that I'll always remember is that when I would finish a take and I'd say cut and we'd be done with that take, I would always just hear like someone like cheering and like, woo, like from across the studio where we were shooting it, and that one person was my boyfriend Travis.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took it personal.
She probably just hasn't gotten over the Super Bowl yet. She's a big Eagles fan. Maybe she just made something up and just didn't want to talk to you.
Damn it.
I have to pick her up now. Okay, here we go.
Don't drop her.
Don't drop
It's
the
so
baby.
funny
Don't drop the
that
baby.
you were actually scared about that. You could like throw me over a mountain.
Okay, I want to play a little game with you if that's cool to find out kind of like what your type of girl is.
Fun.
I'm sure you've heard of this before. It's called Kill, Marry, Kiss.
Okay,
Okay, so ready?
I'm listening.
Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry.
Damn, that's messed up. I don't want to kill any of them.
Well, you know,
Um,
it's just a game.
just a game.
It's gonna be harder to
Kill-
find real love. So
This
you
is
gotta
true,
play
yeah.
this game right.
What is it? Kill?
Kill, Marry, Kiss.
Ariana is
Okay,
kill.
okay.
Unfortunately, love you, but you're gone.
Okay.
And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss, and then Katy Perry. What's the last one?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry would
Marry.
be the Katy
Marry,
Perry
Katy
would be
Perry.
the
He's
marry.
like, yeah.
Is the secret lives of Mormon wives quietly falling apart right in front of our eyes while the cameras are still rolling? Because over the past few weeks, it hasn't just been one piece of drama. It's been everything happening at once. A sudden spiritual exit, relationship chaos spilling into podcasts, viral rumors that turned out to be completely false, a production schedule hanging in the balance, and legal battles that are still unfolding behind the scenes. And the wild part is, this might only be the beginning. Because what's happening off camera might actually be more intense than anything we're seeing on screen. And it all starts with a message that completely caught fans off guard. Something strange started unfolding when Taylor Frankie Paul posted on Easter Sunday. At first, it looked like just another emotional social media post, but within seconds, people realized this wasn't just a normal update. She wrote, "He is risen. He is real," and described the past 40 days as feeling like hell on earth. She talked about panic attacks, stress breaking her down physically, and moments where she felt like she was barely holding on. But then she said something that changed everything. She wasn't just reflecting anymore, she was stepping away. Taylor announced she was leaving the LDS church. Now what made this even more confusing is that fans immediately started questioning the timeline, because many viewers thought she had already left the church back in season 1, back during the original scandal that put her name everywhere online. So when she said she was stepping away now, people were genuinely confused. Was this a new decision, or something she had just never fully said out loud? But Taylor made it clear, even though she was stepping away from the structure of the LDS church, she still believed in God, in Christ, and in something deeper spiritually. She just no longer felt aligned with organized religion the same way. And almost instantly, the comment section turned into a mix of support and confusion. Some fans said it was brave. Others said they didn't understand how this was different from her past statements. Even Jessie from the cast commented, calling her strong and sending love. But while one cast member was going through a deeply personal transformation, something else in the background was already starting to explode. And this time, it involved relationships. Because just as fans were processing Taylor's announcement, Jessie found herself back in the middle of another wave of attention. She's currently going through her divorce from Jordan, but the internet wasn't focused on that alone. Instead, things shifted after it came out that she had kissed Chase. That detail alone was enough to spark backlash online because of the complicated connections between everyone involved. And eventually, Chase decided to address it directly on Harry Jowsey's podcast. And what he said surprised a lot of people. He confirmed that yes, there was a kiss between him and Jessie. But he was very clear that it only happened once, and it didn't go any further than that. He emphasized that it was a one-time situation, and not something ongoing or repeated. But then he added something that caught even more attention. He said, moving forward, he was going to avoid putting himself in similar situations again, especially when it came to people connected to his ex-wife Miranda. Because that's where things get complicated. Miranda, his ex, was reportedly not happy about the situation at all, and the idea of boundaries being crossed between friends, exes, and cast connections only made things messier. Online reactions were immediate. Some people said it was just reality TV drama being blown out of proportion. Others said it was a clear example of people not respecting boundaries in a very tight social circle. But just when that conversation started to slow down, the internet got hit with something completely different. And this one wasn't even true. A TikTok posted by Chase's sister sent shockwaves through the fandom. In the video, she claimed that Jessie's husband Jordan was going to jail. Just like that. No context, no confirmation, just a statement that instantly spread across social media. And within hours, people were reacting like it was fact. Comments exploded. Theories started forming, and fans began questioning what they might be missing behind the scenes. But then, reality hit. Chase addressed it and cleared everything up. He explained that his sister had seen it online, likely in comment sections or random posts, and assumed it was real. There was no official confirmation, no legal development supporting it, nothing. It was just another case of internet speculation spiraling out of control. And Chase even joked about it during the podcast, pointing out how quickly people believe things they see online without checking the source. It was a reminder of how fast misinformation spreads in reality TV culture, where rumors can turn into facts in a matter of hours. But while the internet was distracted by fake drama, something very real was happening behind the scenes with the actual production of the show, and this is where things start to feel even more uncertain. According to reports from TMZ, production on The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is expected to resume very soon. Cast members are reportedly preparing to get back to filming within weeks. But this return isn't just smooth and simple. There's tension underneath it. Earlier, production had been paused due to a domestic violence investigation involving Taylor, Frankie Paul, and Dakota Mortensen. At the time, Cast Unity pushed for everything to stop until the situation was addressed. But now, that unity seems to have shifted. Reports suggest the cast is eager to get back to filming, partly because delays could affect their summer schedules and opportunities. So, the focus has shifted from pausing production to moving forward. But that raises a big question. What happens to the cast members currently involved in legal situations? And that uncertainty is still hanging over everything, because nothing about those cases has been fully resolved yet. And in reality, TV unresolved legal drama doesn't just stay private, it often determines who stays on screen and who disappears entirely. And in this case, the stakes are very real, because while production decisions were being discussed, the legal situation between Taylor and Dakota escalated again. A court ruling recently revealed that Taylor is currently only allowed supervised visits with her youngest son. Not full custody, not unsupervised time. Supervised only. The decision was temporary, but it sent a strong message about how serious the court is taking the situation. The judge cited concerns raised from past incidents and ongoing disputes between both parents. And because of that, the court decided the safest option for now is supervision while everything is still being investigated. But that wasn't the only development, because shortly after, Taylor also filed her own protective order against Dakota. In her filing, she accused him of abusive behavior and coercive control, along with specific incidents that she says included physical harm. She also submitted what she described as supporting evidence, including messages and photos. Now both sides are essentially making claims against each other, while investigations continue on both ends. And that's why the court is moving so cautiously. Nothing is finalized. Everything is still unfolding. But the situation is serious enough that it's already affecting custody arrangements and public perception. And it raises a much bigger question: how does a show continue filming when real-life legal battles are still happening in real time? And while all of that was unfolding, another major piece of the franchise quietly shifted. The season of The Bachelorette that was supposed to feature Taylor was officially canceled, but instead of disappearing completely, the cast is now being slowly introduced through podcast appearances, which means the network is still holding onto the footage and contracts, just not using them in the traditional way. There's even speculation that some of the contestants might appear in future seasons of Bachelor in Paradise or other spin-offs. But nothing is confirmed. It feels more like the franchise is being reshuffled rather than canceled, and that uncertainty adds another layer to everything happening around this group, because nothing feels stable anymore. Not production, not casting, not even the direction of the franchise itself. And then, almost quietly compared to everything else, Jen shared something that hit fans on a more emotional level. She posted a video about moving again, for the 5th time in just 1 year. But what started as a simple update quickly turned into something much deeper. She opened up about identity struggles, about becoming a mother at a young age, about getting married at 19, about not fully knowing who she is outside of everything that's happened around her. She talked about emotional burnout, about healing, about trying to rebuild her sense of self while still being in the public eye. And for the first time, fans saw a version of her that wasn't just reacting to drama, but trying to process life itself. Some viewers speculated about her marriage, others focused on her emotional tone and what it might mean for her future on the show. But Jen didn't confirm anything dramatic. Instead, she focused on growth, on change, on trying to find stability in a life that hasn't been stable for a long time. And that might actually be the theme running through everything happening right now, because whether it's Taylor, Jesse, Chase, Dakota, or Jen, everyone seems to be going through some kind of transition at the exact same time. And that's what makes this moment feel different. It's not just drama anymore. It feels like a turning point, because when you step back and look at everything together, the spiritual exits, the relationship breakdowns, the legal battles, the production delays, the canceled shows, and the emotional confessions, it stops feeling like just a reality series and starts feeling like real life unfolding in public. And maybe the biggest question now isn't what happens in the next episode. It's how long can everything keep going like this before something finally breaks the pattern? Because if there's one thing this cast has made clear, the story is nowhere near finished. And if you think things are settling down now, you might want to think again.